Game Up Hard Hydration. The summer is almost over, but your chance to enjoy Game Up is not. There are 4 great flavors. It's like your favorite sports drink, your favorite seltzer came together, had a baby. Dave's going to give you all the rest of that info.
That's right, man. It's only 110 calories, full flavor, low carb. You don't have to feel guilty about it. And you want to know what those flavors are? I'll tell you. It's orange, it's fruit punch, it's lemon lime, and Joe's personal favorite, grape. Now get yourself some Game Up.
NXT No Mercy. This is happening Sunday night, and we're going to preview this card and give you some predictions. Let's talk about some of these matches because No Mercy has some exciting things they've lined up.
Yes, they do.
I'm ready for it.
Let's get to it. I'll start it off. Roxanne Perez and Jada Parker. No disrespect to Jada Parker. Maybe because I don't expect her to win, they will pull a surprise, but I got to go with Roxanne Perez here. If you go back to NXT this week, there was something after she got laid out by Jada where she's looking, or no, it was Jada who was looking at it. It's like, yeah, I see you. She's like, you can get it too. She was clearly talking to somebody, and a lot of us are wondering, is it Julia from Stardom? Is it Stephanie Vaquer who came over? I think we could see something in this match. But I got to go with Roxanne Perez to retain the title here.
We talk about women's wrestling, NXT. If we haven't said it before, we're going to say it now. NXT probably has the deepest women's roster in wrestling and is very exciting. But Jada Parker is not the one to take that off Roxanne. It's going to be a heck of a match. It's going to make Jada Parker look that much better in people's eyes. They're going to see her as more of a contender, but she's not going to be the women's champion this weekend.
And let's keep the women's action going. Kalani Jordan defends the Women's North American Championship against Wendy Chu. Now, Wendy Chu, more of a character wrestler we've seen here so far. I really like that they introduced TNA's Rosemary this week as someone who was trying to take out Kalani for her. I hope they continue to play that up. I'd like to see some more of like these, dead realm figures get involved maybe in this. That being said, Kalani just won this title not too long ago. I think she retains.
When you say it like that, I have to want to agree with you, but I feel like Wendy Chu is going to take that title. I don't know why, because like you said, they just put the title on Kalani, so why take it off? And they've been building her up as like this athlete that became a champion. No, I'm on Kalani Jordan. I want to say Wendy Chu. I want her to win it, but if you're going to make Kalani be that much stronger a champion, you don't have her lose it this quick.
I agree. Oba Femi defends the NXT North American Championship against Tony D'Angelo. Tony D'Angelo to me, he's an overachiever with this gimmick. It wasn't for me, but he's drawn me into it. Oba Femi, though, this guy is the next big thing, and I just don't see him losing any momentum yet. Oba Femi is going to beat Tony D'Angelo and probably take out some members of the family here, too.
I am not going to flip-flop on this answer, but I'm going to disagree. I feel like Tony D'Angelo is going to get that championship, and I feel like something bigger is in store for Oba Femi.
Well, maybe we'll disagree again here because Chase University, Andre Chase and Ridge Holland are defending these NXT Tag Team Championship against Nathan Frazier and Axiom. And I know they just won it, but I think they're going to lose it because Ridge Holland said something on the show the other day that I thought was interesting that I didn't see anybody really comment on or draw us to. And maybe it's for a longer story, but I just think we're going to get it now. And that is, he said, I said, as long as I'm champion, I got Chase Hughes back. And I think the story here is they're going to lose the titles. And then Ridge Holland is going to turn on Andre Chase.
This is another one that's tough because having won the titles so recently, I don't know kind of what sense it makes to take it off of them. But I'm such a fan of Nathan Frazier and Axiom. And I feel like they're the tag team champions. And when you bring up that little bit that Ridge Holland dropped, I got to feel like it's going to be Nathan Frazier and Axiom winning this.
All right. So we agree on that one. Only disagree on one so far. Wesley and Zachary Wentz. I'm going to go with Wesley because I think he's the bigger story. Zachary Wentz, WWE's been pretty good to TNA, put some TNA guys over, but I don't think they're going to do it here. I think Wesley will come out as a star. We'll see what's next for Wes after this.
See, this is interesting because I agree with you 100%. Wesley being the home promotion guy should get the win. I feel like there's another wrinkle to this story.
Okay.
and somehow Zachary Wentz is going to pull off the win, leading to something else. I don't know exactly what, but I feel like there's another beat to this story that's going to come out.
I like what you're saying there because WWE has been so good with TNA, and that would bring us to our main event. All right, Joe Hendry versus Ethan Page for the NXT Championship. I've been talking about Joe being the big thing. Joe's on the rise. And I don't think he wins the title here because I could see him winning the title at some point, but I don't think it's going to be here. Trick Williams is the special referee, but I think the odds are stacked 2 against the heel here. Ethan Page is going to find a way to cheat a win here. Maybe it's a ref bump and we get another referee, but somehow Ethan Page is escaping with that title. So maybe we don't have 2 TNA guys lose, and maybe Zachary Wentz does win earlier. But we'll see. But the main event, I'm going Ethan Page.
I'm going Joe Hendry. I don't see how you don't put the title on him. He keeps gaining steam. On the other hand, I do see that Joe Hendry could lose this.
Sure.
And somehow the story could continue down the line. But I think Joe Hendry gets it. And somehow we work in a rematch with Ethan Page. But you're gonna want that sight of Joe Hendry winning the title. And I'm going to go a step further, even though I just said Ethan Page is going to go for the rematch. Joe Hendry's first challenger is going to be the next NXT champion, Obafemi.
Oh, okay. Interesting. We shall see. I like it. Well, no mercy.
It was interesting that we were on the same page for a lot of it, but then there's just certain matches that we saw going one way or another. And frankly, that's what's great about NXT is the storytelling's been so good and just what they put out is so amazing that we can have those disagreements.
If you haven't tried Game Up, then you are missing out. Imagine your favorite seltzer and your favorite sports drink had a baby, but it's way better than that. Each can is 110 calories, low carb, 4.9 ABV. It's a nice light drink that is not light on flavor. Game Up comes in fruit punch, orange, lemon, lime, and grape. Pick it up at drinkgameup.com or at your nearest liquor store.